Unacademy. Let's crack it.
Ashna, some questions from anthropology, since anthro is your optional subject.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what are the peculiar problems faced by the primitive tribal groups?
So there are various problems facing the primitive tribal groups. For instance, socio-cultural handicaps is the foremost problem that these groups face. For instance, there are various tribal groups that do not send their children to the schools for the fear that they would lose their religion and would...
That is common to
Yes.
many tribal groups.
Yes, sir.
The peculiar problems of only primitive vulnerable tribal groups.
Yes, sir.
There are 3 or 4 of them.
Sir, declining population is one problem.
Yes.
Another would be the losing economic independence of these tribes. For instance, due to various reasons such as climate.
That is common to others also.
Yes, sir.
May I give you a hint? Type of agriculture.
Yes, sir.
You know, it is primitive, even now.
Yes.
That is second problem. Can you think of any more problems which are peculiar to these tribes only? They are facing other common problems also, but
Yes, sir.
one I have pointed out, one you have pointed out.
Yes, sir.
No problem, you can read up on that.
Yeah, okay, sir.
What is pseudo-tribalism?
So pseudo-tribalism is a process wherein certain caste groups try to emulate the tribals in order to gain the tribal status for the political benefits associated with the tribal groups.
Okay, political and the other benefits.
And other economic benefits.
Like
social-
reservation and
Yes,
other things.
sir.
Very well. Okay. What is the difference between Brahminization and Sanskritization?
Sir, Sanskritization as a concept has been given by Sir
Yeah, yeah.
M.N. Srinivas.
Yeah.
And
Just the difference.
all right, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Brahminization is pertaining to one caste group, one Varna group. For instance, emulating the Brahmins in order to claim a higher caste status, whereas Sanskritization goes for other caste groups as well.
So, and which caste group is that?
Sir,
What do you call that?
Kshatriyas.
No. So there is a particular term in sociology and anthropology for that. Dominant caste.
Yes, sir.
Dominant caste. And what are the characteristics of dominant caste?
Sir, they have an influence over. They have political influence. They garner large amount of land.
And the third,
I cannot recall.
their strength.
Their
They are more
strength.
numerous.
Yes, sir.
Numerical strength, political influence, more land and money and education.
Yes, sir.
So these are. So can you give 1 or 2 examples of the dominant caste? You're from UP.
Yes, sir.
So which is the dominant caste in UP?
Sir, Jats, Yadavs, these are the dominant castes.
In different districts.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. How the industrialization has affected the tribals or the tribal way of life?
Sir, land alienation would be the foremost problem due to industrialization. Another would be indebtedness that emanates from land alienation as well. Cultural impoverishment and the adoption of Western ideals would be another problem.
But adoption of Western ideals, is it a problem per se in itself?
Sir, it has been, there are both pros and cons associated with the adoption of Western ideas. The pros would be more inclination towards education, more progressive ideas coming in, but the cons are also numerous, wherein we are losing our cultural identities and the homogenization of culture is also
So
another
how to
problem.
reconcile these seemingly irreconcilable things? On one hand, you have the requirement of fruits of development
Yes, sir.
reaching all citizens of the country, and on the other hand, quest or the requirement or shall we say an effort to preserve their way of life. How to reconcile the two?
Sir, one approach has been suggested by the former Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It is known as the integrationist approach, wherein we try to bring the fruits of development to the downtrodden through by
No,
training
my question
them.
was in the context of tribals only.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So no downtrodden. Use the word tribal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, fruits of development to the tribals by way of training some tribals and then letting them on their own to circulate that training and education within themselves.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you.